Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Homestead 200 here on NASCAR Heat 5. We're having some technical difficulties here tonight on NASCAR Heat 5, we'll tell you. And we're live here at Homestead-Miami Speedway for the Homestead 200, and the final stage is underway. As you saw earlier tonight, Matt Smith won Stage 1, Kevin Tattersall won Stage 2, Brett Baker in the 21 won the pole, and we've seen a number of different leaders in this one, some strategy deployed in Stage 1 and 2, and here we are for the final stage. 15 drivers started the event, and only one of them is going to park it in victory lane. I'm NOSSCAR CEO Tyler McMurder alongside Giggity Racing League CEO Kevin Tattersall. Sorry, I got my tongue there for a moment. They were really close to the outside wall going through 3 and 4, that most recent time by. And we're actually going to throw it down to the IMRACE reporter, Kevin Tattersall. Kevin, how many laps to go here in the final stage?
We have 49 laps left here in stage 1.
All right, you heard it from the owner himself of Giggity Racing League. And problems deeper in the field. It's Alex Tesdahl, Jeffrey Robinson Jr., Daniel McGriff, Jason Armstrong. It was a 4-car incident. I think Dustin McClintock in the 0 got a piece of it as well. And miraculously, we're actually going to stay green. They're still bouncing off each other a little bit deeper in the field. And if you go back to the NOSSCAR YouTube channel and check out Stage 1 and Stage 2, you'll see that there was really no beating and banging or any wild contact like that. So you can tell that the laps are winding down. These drivers are getting antsy to go out there and get as many positions as they can before the end of this one. Meanwhile, the battle for the lead is not simmering down one bit. Jason Doro in the 08 drove all the way up through the field to get stage points in Stage 2, and now he's driven his way to the lead. He's got Kevin Tattersall right there with him in the 54 Toyota Supra, and there's Matt Smith in the number 10 Chevy Camaro, Brett Baker in the number 21 Chevy Camaro, Stephen Corley in the 22 Ford Mustang, all right there in this pack. And it's Dunson in the 07 Chevy right there with him as well. A couple of drivers right there in this pack that are all looking for their first career NOSSCAR Motormaster Series win. Keep your eye on Brett Baker in the 21. And Dunson in the 07, Stephen Corley in the 22. And don't look now, folks, but Cameron Norton in the 1 is running down the top 6. And if he can get close enough and get a little bit of their draft, he might be able to make something happen in the later laps of this one as well. We're expecting a lot of pit stops here in the final stage. Fuel and tire wear ×3 here on NASCAR Heat 5. And if you play these games, you know that that means that these tires are getting shredded every single lap, depending on the groove that you're running here at Homestead, and there's many to pick from. There was contact there with the wall a little bit. There, Matt Smith in the 10, but I do believe that he was forced up there. It was minor. Won't be any major damage out of the deal. And it looks like Cameron Norton in the 1 is actually now beginning to slip back just a little bit. It's Alex Tesdahl running in the 8th position. Harold Burden there running in 9th. Jason Armstrong rounding out the top 10. And Kevin Tattersall has just taken the race lead, ladies and gentlemen, from Jason Doro. Now takes the outside groove. Yeah, we've seen so many different leaders, so many different lead changes, and 45 laps to go. Whoa! Brett Baker in the number 21 Chevy Camaro driving for Brett Baker Racing. He got a little bit loose and out of shape there. Had to chase it down to the apron, gathers it back up, and still scored in P4. Right in front of Dunson in the 07, and honestly, as long as you're on the lead lap and right here in the top 6, you've got a shot to win this. As long as you're within striking distance and within the draft with the leader, you got a shot still. they were 3 wide a moment ago, and they nearly made contact. They settled it back out. Brett Baker's going to take the 3rd position, and we have a new race leader yet again, Jason Doro in the 08 Chevy Camaro, looking to take it on the inside line. I think that Kevin led that lap by a bumper, by a nose. And the nose of these Supers does kind of stick out. It is a little pointy at the front there, and I think that he did edge him there. This time by, Kevin Tattersall finds the outside wall just a little bit coming out of turn 2. Ran out of real estate, and Jason Doro's going to take the lead. Brett Baker is side by side for the 2nd position with Matt Smith in the 10. And coming out of 4, Stephen Corley had a bit of a moment there. The 22 Ford Mustang, you saw it, folks. He got loose and chased it down the hill, saved it, but did he lose too much ground? Is he going to lose the draft for the top 5? And no, he isn't. So the top 6 drivers have now actually settled down, single file here, just a little bit, and they're all within about 2 seconds of each other or less. And I'm feeling it's not going to change anytime soon. We do know the green flag pit stops are coming up, and that might be the time when these drivers get a little bit of distance in between themselves. Different strategies might come about, and the draft might get broken. These cars might get split up a little bit. And new leader yet again, folks, Matt Smith in the number 10 Chevy Camaro takes point. Kevin Tattersall followed him through. Jason Doro back into 3rd, and they are swapping the lead back and forth here at Homestead. Patriotic colors on the car this week for Matt Smith in the number 10 car. 2 wins this season in the 2021 NOSSCAR Motormaster Series. Kevin Tattersall right behind him, the Daytona 300 winner. And running in 3rd, Jason Doro, 2 wins this season as well. So top 3 drivers all combined for 5 wins here in the first 6 races of the season. Of course, this is round 7, coming to you live in the Homestead-Miami Speedway. NASCAR Heat 5, contact was made there. Jason Doro and Dunson made contact with each other, and around went Doro. The 08 Chevy Camaro, heavy contact with the outside wall. Jason Armstrong, oh, and you're right.
On the lap that everybody was either going to have to pit or 1 lap before the green flag pit stops.
Wow, and what a wild turn of events, and this is only the 7th caution for an on-track incident that we've seen all season long here in the NOSSCAR Motormaster Series. First one of the race. Jason Doro got out of shape there, got into the outside wall. Contact was made with Dunson in the 07 as well, and it looked like Alex Tesdall in the 16, Jason Armstrong in the 12. Nowhere to go. Innocent victims, they made contact. The yellow flag was waved. And wow, Kevin, you pointed out everyone was going to have...
Sorry.
That's okay. And sorry, what car? Who?
The 22 car?
Oh, okay. I had no idea that Steven was stuck a lap down. And so it's great news for him. He's back on the lead lap, and Cameron Norton was one of the cars that came to pit road before the yellow came out. I think this actually pinched him. The green flag is back in the air. You're watching the final stage here in the Homestead 200. Matt Smith. 33 to go. Thank you. And Matt Smith, Brett Baker, Kevin Tattersall, they thunder into turn 1. Now down the back straightaway. They've got Dunson in the 07 with them. And there's Dustin McClintock in the Zero machine up into 5th. Pardon me. The closest towards the front, Dustin's been all race long, and how about it? And they're side by side for the race lead, folks. Kevin Tattersall, Matt Smith, and they've got the pole sitter Brett Baker right behind them. Dunson's been in the top 5 for, I'd say, about the last 20 laps or so. His car has really come to life here at Homestead. Interesting, a little bit further back though, and this is the battle for 5th, 6th, and 7th. Dustin McClintock in the 0, Alex Tesdall in the 16, Daniel McGriff in the 93, Harold Burden in the 39. They're all right there. Jason Doro, Stephen Corley's back on the lead lap. He's right there in the thick of things. Cameron Norton stuck a lap down. Jason Armstrong in the 12. Jeffrey Robinson Jr. in the 61. It's a massive battle for 5th on back. Top 4 beginning to march away just a little bit. And good battle still for the 5th and 6th positions. And issues there for Daniel McGriff in the 93. Found the outside wall and nearly came down and bounced off a couple of other cars. Thankfully, he did not do that. He had to let a couple of cars go by in the process. And now the battle for 5th is heating up. And now Alex Tesdall in the 16 car takes 5th. Problems there. Harold Burden got into the side of Dustin McClintock. He collected another car. And the caution will wave again for the 2nd time here at Homestead. And both yellows coming in the final stage here. So, yeah, the intensity is picking up. The anticipation is building. These drivers are eager to get their cars back to the front and challenge for the win. And it looked like Harold Burden got into the side of Dustin McClintock, and he found Cameron Norton in the 1, and 3 or 4 car incident there in total.
UCJ gets the lucky dog. The only other car on the track a lap down is Harold Burden when he didn't hit stage 2. He's 6 laps down.
Oh, jeez. Well, everybody's going to have a shot for the win at this point, except for the 39 car, is what this means. And the running order is really shaken up now, folks. Alex Tesdall is going to be your race leader. And Jason Armstrong's going to join him up there. Green flag is in the air.
25 laps remaining.
25 laps to go here in the Homestead 200. And they're all over the place, folks. 2, 3, 4 wide. They're all over. And it's Matt Smith taking the lead from Alex Tesdall. Jason Doro in the 08 spins deep in the field, and it's a solo car spin. There was no contact made even before the incident, and we're going to stay green here at Homestead. And that's a heartbreaker for the driver who won earlier tonight at Canadian Tire Motorsport Park. And this is what the battle for the lead looks like. Don't look now, folks, but the pole sitter is on his way to the front. Brett Baker, longtime sim racer. NOSSCAR race winner on NASCAR 15. 17 wins over there, actually, and former NOSSCAR champion on NASCAR 15. Looking for his first career NOSSCAR win on a NASCAR Heat video game on the PlayStation 4 console, and he's right up there with the very best, folks. Three drivers in the top 5 looking for their first career NOSSCAR Motormaster Series win. Brett Baker in 2nd, Stephen Corley in 4th, and Alex Tesdall in 5th. And the battle for 5th is where it's at right now, folks. Alex Tesdall in the 16, being challenged for the position. And just behind them, there's a good battle between Jeffrey Robinson Jr., Dustin McClintock. They've raced with each other a long time now. Started both back on NASCAR 15. And all race long, folks, it seems to be a little bit of a pattern. It seems to be the front bunch starts to break away a little bit while the drivers mid-pack are are a little bit busy side by side battling for position and trying to. It seems like panic sets in a little bit. Everybody tries to stay with the leaders, stay in the draft, and that just kind of further makes things worse, and they end up battling each other and losing the draft even faster. And 4, 5, 6 cars tend to break away with the draft, and they've got the better odds of winning once they do just that. Right now, the drivers really taking advantage of having good track position. Matt Smith, Kevin Tattersall, Brett Baker, Stephen Corley, the top 4 have separated themselves from the rest of the field by quite a margin now, and it's still Alex Tesdall running in 5th. And this is what we were talking about, folks. This is the battle for 5th. Alex Tesdall in the 16, Dunson in the 07, Jason Armstrong in the 12, having a great race in that Ford Mustang's been up there in the top 8 all race long. Jeffrey Robinson Jr. in the 61 Toyota Supra. That's Dustin McClintock in the 0, and we got a big pack here. Daniel McGriff in the 93, not too far behind them either. All of these drivers are on the lead lap, and they have a shot. But if anything's gonna go their way, and if their odds of winning this race are gonna turn around any, they maybe need another caution, or they need to start working together and drafting to try to run down the lead pack. And problems for Dunson in the 07. Worked his way up to 6th. He's going to lose that position and maybe more. He found the outside wall through 3 and 4. Now hung out to dry on the outside line. And can't really say hung out to dry. I guess at Homestead, so many different grooves these drivers can choose. He's got no help up there, and he's lost a couple of positions now. Checking in on the top 4, folks. It is still Matt Smith, Brett Baker, Kevin Tattersall, Stephen Corley, your front 4. We're going to take a short break from bringing you full commentary. We'll come right back to you in just a couple of minutes here. You're watching Round 7 of the 2021 NOSSCAR Motormaster Series right here on NASCAR Heat 5. It's the Homestead 200 at Homestead-Miami Speedway. And bringing you back now up to speed with full commentary of the Homestead 200 here at Homestead-Miami Speedway on the NASCAR Heat 5 video game. We're going to actually throw it down to the in-race reporter, Kevin Tattersall, to find out exactly what we missed, because things do look a whole lot different. Kevin, what's going on, buddy?
Brett Baker's the leader. He's coming to 4 to go.
Wouldn't you know it? There's front-end damage to your Toyota Supra. What happened? And what happened to Matt Smith? He's got damage too.
Well, when me and the 10 car decided to signal that we were pitting, the 21 didn't, and kind of smashed us both into pit road.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a shame, and it's probably not the way he wants it to go down, but there's only 4 laps to go for Brett Baker in the number 21 Chevy Camaro. He's coming around now to take the 3 laps to go signal. And now, Kevin, if he pulls this off, you've got to invite him to the group chat, and we got to get him in here for an interview, because this is huge, this is historic, and I knew that it was only a matter of time for Brett Baker. I really wish this was a live broadcast. We've been having technical difficulties all night here for Motormaster Monday. This is the best that I can do for them. It'll be a final stage video on the NOSSCAR Series Racing YouTube channel, and it'll show it all, folks. And it'll show Brett Baker in the 21 Camaro in victory lane. And if all hold station, 2 laps to go. Excuse me. We should mention that Stephen Corley is actually the one running in the 2nd position, and he is also looking for his first career NOSSCAR Motormaster Series win. And both drivers have come so close so many times to finding victory lane here in this series. Dunn's son is the one running in the 3rd position in the 07 Chevy Camaro. Would also be looking for his first career win in this series as well. Alex Tesdahl runs in 4th, and Kevin Tattersall runs in 5th. The white flag is in the air. Oh, okay, and Alex Tesdahl running in 5th, rather. Brett Baker on his final lap here at Homestead. This is history in the making. 17 NOSSCAR wins on NASCAR 15. Former NOSSCAR champion on the NASCAR 15 Victory Edition video game. And he's done it, folks. 1 straightaway left. Brett Baker's going to do it. Brett Baker wins the Homestead 200. He is a NOSSCAR Motormaster Series race winner. And he is a NOSSCAR race winner on a NASCAR Heat video game. You got the results for me, Kev? Thanks a bunch, man.
Britt Baker, Diesel, Flash 9 was top 3. I'm about to send you a picture for the rest.
Thanks a bunch, and bring them all three into the group chat if you can. Wow, what a race. What an event. Brett Baker. First career NOSSCAR Motormaster Series win, and like I said, folks, it was only a matter of time. We knew that it was coming. Tonight is the night. Motormaster main event. Motormaster Monday. A feel-good moment for Brett Baker Racing and the entire NOSSCAR community, I'm sure. Stand by for post-race interviews here coming from Homestead-Miami Speedway on the NASCAR Heat 5 video game on the PlayStation 4 console. We just witnessed one heck of a final stage, and it came down to a good battle, a good long-run battle after we saw 2 cautions there in the final stage. And when it was all said and done, Brett Baker in the 21 parks it in victory lane. Fastest lap of the race goes to Jason Doro in the 08 Chevy Camaro with a 32.284 on these presets. Job well done, that's for sure. The Homestead-Miami Speedway event is in the history books. 7 races now into the 2021 NOSSCAR Motormaster Series season. Always bringing you a couple of races early in the previous calendar year just to get the action started and get everyone a head start. And joining us now for post-race interviews, we have the top 3 finishers. Now, guys, bear with me. We've been having technical difficulties all night here for Motormaster Monday. We have stage 1 and 2 live broadcasted. The final stage is being video clipped as we speak. And we'd like to thank you all for joining us here for post-race interviews. First off, we have the driver who finished in 3rd, Matt Smith, the driver of the number 10 Chevy Camaro here in the NOSSCAR Motormaster Series. First of all, congratulations on a successful run. You were up there leading a lot of laps in this one. You won a stage. You gained a lot of valuable playoff points. Walk us through your race and tell us how that car was feeling.
The car was great. I just had to make a couple of air pressure adjustments and add some tape to it, and it was really fast. Usually at Homestead on presets you struggle with those bumps coming out of the corners, and it was either trying to go outside around them or try to keep it low off the corners. And we were able to stay up front the whole race, and led a bunch of laps, got a stage win, so it was a solid race.
It looked like there was some stiff competition out there for you. The battle for the lead was a pack of anywhere from 4 to 8 cars all race long, it seemed. Many different grooves were used, and it was kind of expected to be like that here tonight at Homestead. Did you have a strategy in mind coming into this one? What did you expect coming into Homestead?
I knew it was going to be close. It's one of those tracks that the draft can really equal you out. But I think the thing about Homestead is what I like so much is the corner speeds, that you have to slow down so much, and there's off throttle time that you're not flying around there like you would at Atlanta or Texas or any track like that. So there's multiple lines that you could use. The bottom lane, I was able to use the outside a few times and get a good run off the corner. It was a lot of fun coming through the pack whenever I had to. Strategy, I'm glad at least one caution came out in that last stage, or it was going to be close. But some of these stages kind of work out fuel mileage wise, and I can't say much because I did win Vegas that way, but when you're up front leading laps, you don't want it to come down to fuel mileage, and good thing it didn't. We got to race it out.
It was a great run for you tonight. More playoff points for you, and you're still the points leader here for the 2021 NOSSCAR Motormaster Series. Congratulations on a 3rd place finish.
Congrats to Brett on the win tonight. I felt like I could have won both races tonight, which is a little upsetting, but it's all about trying to come back better next time, and we'll do that next week.
And best of luck to you. Definitely were a threat and a factor for the win in both events here tonight. Motormaster Monday, of course, speaking about Canadian Tire Motorsport Park and Homestead-Miami Speedway, and looking forward to seeing that number 10 Camaro compete for wins in the future. Once again, congratulations.
Thank you.
And handing it over now to the driver who finishes runner-up here tonight for the Homestead 200, and that is Stephen Corley, driver of the number 22 Ford Mustang for Steel Horse Motorsports. And you led a lot of laps in this one. You charged from the back to the front on a couple of different occasions, and you were a major factor for the win. Very fast car out there tonight. Your car seemed to stick anywhere you wanted to put it, whether it be the middle or the top. I saw you up top a lot, saw you down low a lot. Take us through those final laps and the final 25 laps, really, the last green flag run, and tell us what was going through your mind, battling for the lead with Flash 9 and a few others.
Well, I mean, I got behind at the end of stage 2 because I had to pit for fuel right there, right at the very end. But I guess some people stayed out and made it, but and that put us behind. And I'm just glad that caution came out, because otherwise, I wouldn't be here, up here this high. But it was fun. But my car kind of seemed to fade away, at the middle to the back of the run, and then we were all pitting. The top 4 was, and then something happened to somebody and K-Taddy. Then that just left me and Brett. And I guess Brett took 2, and I took 4, and I thought 4 was the way to go, but I couldn't run him back down. But congrats to Brett. I mean, he deserved it. He was pretty fast all night, and so was I, but the 2 tires went out on the end.
There was a handful of drivers out there looking for their very first NOSSCAR Motormaster Series win that all had a legitimate shot at winning this one. Brett Baker was one, Dunn's son was one, Cameron Norton was one, and you were certainly one of those drivers as well. Is there, I guess you kind of just touched on that. I was going to ask you, is there anything you maybe could have done differently to maybe park it in victory lane tonight, but you were thinking the 4-tire gamble was not the way to go?
No, I thought that the 4 tires was the way to go, but Brett took that for a spin and took 2, but I guess 2 was the way to go on that, and we live and we learn. But I thought I could win both these races tonight. I was fast all night at both places, but we'll get them next week.
Honestly, I've said this about Brett Baker for quite some time now, and it's the same for you, Stephen. Only a matter of time, my friend. Good job on a second-place finish here tonight at Homestead, and best of luck to you next Monday.
Thank you, sir.
All right, folks, the man of the hour. We knew it was only a matter of time, and tonight was the night, folks. He did it. Brett Baker in the number 21 Chevy Camaro wins the Homestead 200. He is a NOSSCAR Motormaster Series race winner, and he's also now finally a NOSSCAR race winner on the NASCAR Heat video games on the PlayStation 4 console. Honestly, Brett, you've come so close so many different times. You've brought a good car to so many different tracks, not only here in the Motormaster Series, but the Tailgate Truck Series and Platinum Cup Series as well. And you finally pulled it off, man. Take us through those final laps, battling for the win, and tell us what was going through your mind.